Oh my god.
These are.
This is sweet. Give it to Kellie.
That's not.
I'm not telling me about that. Okay, so anyone to look up. Everyone look up at me so I can take a sweeping photo.
Big photo.
This is not gonna work.
Yes.
I'm in a piano. So some of you guys might get to sit right here. Just what we I'm trying to, I need to do one more. Yeah. This is a practice run.
It's not
Okay, one more. One more. I'm trying to wait.
Doing it again. Oh, okay.
I'll look up.
One more time.
Okay. I think I got that. We're fired. I'm free labor, so. Can't find volunteers.
Which we appreciate.
I'll make it work. Okay.
Perfect.
Continue on.
Okay, so I just have to say one thing. In order for us to all be quiet, we just have to take a photo. That's true. If you notice, everybody's talking. She takes a photo, everybody shuts up. Same.
Got a pose.
Connection. You know we're on Instagram when that happens. Everyone clap. Clap.
Wait, are we clapping?
No, just no. Just no. Okay, we're good. Okay. You want to count down? Weird. You ready?
You start the camera.
I already did. Thank you. Yeah, we got it. Guess what, guys?
We're not doctors.
No, we are not.
If you're going to be making any major medical decisions, please consult your doctor.
That includes diets, exercise, medications, and surgery.
We love you guys.
And we want you to continue to be in our OSLP family forever.
So be careful and consult your doctors. We all need our vitamins after surgery, regardless of what you think.
Yes.
It's a must.
Yes. So why not choose the easiest and the best tasting in the community?
Seriously, it's ProCare, guys. ProCare
Duh.
is so delicious. I use their chewable for over a year. That's how I know.
Yes, and I love their capsules.
Yes.
Love them. They're
Yes.
once a day. I take them at night. Easy peasy, and my labs are fantastic.
Yeah, our labs are great. And I've actually switched to the capsules and I take those at night now. So
Yes.
if you guys need your iron, they have them with iron and they have them iron free. They even have calcium chews.
Yes, the calcium chews, perfect. They have mocktail ones, chocolate. They have also some caramel and a cinnamon roll.
They're freaking delicious. So go over to procarenow.com and use our code OSLP to save some money.
Prepping and measuring your food post-op is a beast all in itself. But Portion Perfection has actually made it super, super simple. They have bowls, plates, and even a lunch bag called the Kit and Carry where you can have all of the system ready to go.
Yeah, we love carrying that thing around with us. It's so much easier to pack your lunch, your snacks, especially when you're on a road trip. That thing is a lifesaver.
Yes.
So if you want to get these things to help your journey, just go over to portionperfection.com and use our code 15OSL-POD. And again, that's 15OSL-POD. And you can also go over to our Amazon storefront to pick out any of those that you would like to use.
All know how difficult post-op life can be.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking hard, guys.
Yes. And so a way to make it a little bit easier is by joining the Tribe membership program. It has been created by a registered dietitian. She's actually the sleeve dietitian on Instagram. Her name is Jamie. And she's created this whole membership program just to support us.
Yeah, like we've had her on the podcast. We love her to freaking death. And then two, like she has full experts in their field that help you. And they've had bariatric surgery, almost every one of them.
Yes.
And the sleep dietitian is freaking smart because she has almost a support group every single day, guys.
Yes.
You're going to get an email. It's going to tell you which ones are for today. And you can just sign up and hang out with people that are just like you. And I've even used the journal prompts. I'm into journaling, and that was way helpful to just go somewhere that can help you and just get your mind going.
Yes.
So if you need this kind of support, which a lot of us do, go to her website and use our code OSLP at checkout to get your discount.
Welcome back, OSLP family!
Welcome, welcome.
You are listening to our Sleeve Life podcast live. This is Kelly.
This is Mel.
And you see we have two adorable human beings right here. I'm so excited to talk to you guys.
We could only fit one name on the podcast.
Yeah,
so
it's just Rob. It's just Rob. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is good. Thanks for having me. What are they all doing in my house?
This is not
You
your
told me
house.
5 people.
This is Rob's house.
It can be your house.
100% Rob's house.
If we get in trouble for doing this, it's your house.
Whose credit card is it on there again?
It's mine.
Yes.
It's
Okay, so I found everyone.
It's fine. Kelly says it's fine. We're just gonna roll with it.
So we're here, we're in Philly live with a audience. This is freaking wild.
It's crazy.
We do have merch. I have to tell you this now. We have merch right here. If you guys want anything. And we did have a sponsor that donated some stuff to us, which
Yes.
is Uba.
It's all right there. Everybody that bought a ticket gets one.
Yes, they do.
And so at the end, we're gonna have everybody hold it and say thank you to Uba, just so you all are prepared for that.
Here's your free
But yes, they sent it out, one for everybody that bought tickets.
Yes.
So we're very excited.
Oh, and then we hear honking.
Yeah, they're
You're not really in Philly until you get like honked or cursed.
that is so true.
That just means it's like a blessing.
Okay, so we were in DC
Yeah, pretty
before
much.
this, and I was like, the craziest driving shit I've ever seen in my life is in DC.
We
Like,
got
I have never experienced that.
That was amazing.
Like, cars just get over. They don't give a shit if you're in the lane, they just get over. And I was like, what is going on? Because I've driven in Florida, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
There's nothing compared to DC traffic. I'm just, yeah. And then we get to Philly, and there'll be a car 6 people behind starting to honk, and then they all start honking.
I don't understand.
It's impatience. 100% impatience.
Well, we came here because we have the Robs in the house.
Yeah.
We got Jersey Rob, and then we have Dad Rob.
Yes.
Yes.
It was really my latest history, and then Rob motivation.
Dad game. I like it. I didn't see it before.
She's so distracting over there.
He moved the thing. It's not my fault.
Squirrel moment. I'm sure. Oh my
Hey, I'm
goodness.
just over here. So yes, we have the 2 guys here, and we want to talk about being guys on this journey, sharing your journey 100% on social media, because it's not all rainbows and sunshine.
Yeah.
And then how do you stay consistent?
Yeah, because you two, I think, are the most consistent dudes I've seen in
Yes.
this community. Because you guys post pretty much every single day.
Mhm.
You tell it like it is.
Yep.
You're vulnerable. So how is all this possible?
So
Let's start with
Let's guy stigma.
Yeah.
Because I think with like going into surgery, how did that kind of weigh on your decision to have surgery? Was it did you feel like you were going to be more stigmatized being a guy versus a girl having surgery?
I don't think I did.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those things. I just wasn't going to tell anyone. So it was one of those that
Oh.
I didn't really see any dudes in the community when I first started, and it was one of those that like there was like a handful of accounts, and then there was Rob, and it was like one of those things where it was like, hey, you know, I wasn't really going to handle any of that. So it was one of those that like I put out, and then like I found a couple people, and then like I put out. Yeah, it's weird. You search for dudes on the internet. And this is is having to
Only
deal
Rob
with
would
this.
do that.
Any Rob would search for
Well,
dudes on
I mean, you can search for dudes on the internet, but I don't know if that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I had to scroll a couple times.
Okay,
And then I had to
okay.
go through the
Like-
search history twice. And I found bariatric men's support group.
Okay, all right.
So I have that going.
I was curious
Yeah.
because when you type in men, you're searching for men
Yeah.
online.
Dudes
Like, that's not
on the internet
necessarily.
is how you do it. So it was one of those that like, there was a post like this summer right after I had surgery that said, shout out to all the dudes in the bariatric community. We see all 3 of you.
It's so
That was the
true.
post. I still remember the post, and it was one of those that like I kind of did this like, hey, you know, who are the actual dudes on the internet?
Yeah.
And it was like we started tagging. It was like Field of Dreams. Like if you post it, they find it. So it was like people would tag other people. People would tag those people. Other people tag people. Rob would comment yes. And don't worry, you're not on a pitch count. You can talk whenever I don't. So
Just, you're doing great.
you're fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
But it was weird, but like the first Philly meetup that we did really came from you and me saying we should meet. And in true Philly fashion, I made him come to South Jersey.
Yes. Okay, so I didn't realize that we were in Jersey.
No, you're in Philadelphia.
I'm in Philadelphia.
I'm in Jersey. But then you don't want to. There's going to be 10 minutes where I have to explain, like, I'm not really from Philly, I'm from South Jersey, and the people in South Jersey. Anyone from South Jersey? Exactly. We don't tell people we're from South Jersey. We just say outside Philly because you don't want to do this. We really tried to not have this.
I didn't realize that we were in another state.
We crossed state lines.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You crossed the state line multiple times.
I know,
in 2 days.
but that's the problem is that I'm like, I look up and I'm like, oh, I'm in another state.
Where do you think you went to Costco and got all the liquor from?
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
That was literally New Jersey.
You all
That bridge you went over?
Is that why we couldn't
New
get White
Jersey.
Claw?
No. That's also why Rob messaged, "Welcome to Jersey, Kelly." In the
I didn't understand that.
Do you remember that Google Map also said, "Welcome to Jersey"?
It did not say that.
You gotta put the volume up.
Siri did not say that.
Wow.
She didn't. Okay, so back to the question.
Yes.
For all of you who came for a geography lesson, this is what we're going to do for about another 20
I
minutes
mean,
before you
you
say
are
we're
a
not
teacher,
going to the bathroom.
so-
Yes, I know.
We go to the bathroom. No,
I
I'm joking.
I went before.
Oh,
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I shouldn't have had you guys sit together.
I mean, I tried, but you put us next to each other.
Oh my goodness.
There was a reason.
Hi, Rob.
Did you even think there was a stigma around dudes when you went into it, or was it just like, I'm gonna just do this? Like, did it matter?
Let's go to Hot Rob.
Well, at that time for me,
Rest
get it over.
your, right, rest your vocal
Rest your
cords.
vocals for a bit.
Okay, all right.
Fair.
I mean, I did it when I was 26, so
Yeah.
I think I was just more along the lines like I did it before social media.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I came to social media was to find people who were like in that same position as me. And then there were no guys. It was like all, and no offense, like it was all older women and like slightly younger.
Slightly.
But not
I'm going to go back to talking the whole time.
Slightly younger. Okay.
No, but there was nobody also like my age.
Right.
And like then once I was in LA and I left LA and I came back to Jersey, and then that's like when everybody opened up, and that's like when I realized like who you guys were, who everyone was, and like
Yeah.
who everyone in California was, and like the bigger accounts, and really like learned who everybody was.
Yeah.
Was there a stigma against it? Yeah. Is there still one?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because at first I hid it. I never said that I actually had surgery. But then like as time went on, and then people obviously wanted to know my journey and like where I came from and what I did and how I got to where I was at. I kind of opened up about it, and then we did that meetup.
We did.
I remember you guys posting about it,
Yes.
and Rob, like you,
Half
Dad
of the
Rob,
bariatric community in one photo.
Dad Rob
Basically.
goes, come to Philly, and we're like, we're trying to get there, but we can't right
You
now.
kept a 3-year promise.
I mean, it was actually our 5-year plan.
And we got here.
So you're ahead.
We're ahead.
You're ahead.
We're ahead.
That's
So we made it here.
See? But yeah, with it going back to what Rob said, it was weird. It was something that I was passionate about. Was there weren't dudes.
Yeah.
There were not dudes. I did not see people that looked like me, and I struggled with that. So when I would find like a dude that looked like me, I would harass the daylights out of them. Like I would ask them every single question possible because I don't like profy. I know that don't throw anything yet.
I don't.
Like profy.
Okay.
But like, I'm just saying, like,
I'm not
I eat
agreeing
a
with
little
you.
differently than a lot of the people I see in the community, as you've seen. Because I
Yes.
maybe literally walk around. We went to one pizza place last night, and then I said we're going to another pizza place,
Yes.
and then we stopped at one before.
They did a
both
pizza
place.
crawl.
You like to do
Yes.
meats upon meats is what we've
I literally took you errand running Thursday.
It was
like
great though.
Okay, cool.
we pretty much, I gave the true South Philly special. We went down to the Italian market. I pretty much bought all the meats and said, now we're going to pack it into a freezer. That wasn't the creepiest thing I even said that day.
No, I
You would have come to my basement and see all my meats I keep down
That
there. That is the creepiest thing I say.
And it was wild because we're all like, yes, we want to see it. And I was like, I don't know if we should. Or anybody else.
Don't
So
go.
for those of you scoring at home, I said we're gonna search for dudes on the internet. We're gonna go see my freezer in my basement, and I might have mentioned that it's like standing and you can fit in there. So
Which, by the way,
Not
I
all.
still need to tour.
well, yeah.
Sunday.
Tomorrow, Sunday
We're
gravy.
gravy.
We're doing
Gravy,
Sunday
gravy.
gravy.
Sunday gravy.
Yeah.
And you learned that, like gravy is
Yes.
gravy.
I learned that gravy is a sauce.
Yeah, see,
And
see, I got a 2-hand raise. That's real.
Sauce. Yes.
Once there's meat in it, it's gravy.
There we go.
Oh,
Is that
So
is
now
that
you
what
know.
makes it gravy?
I don't. It's always sauce to me.
Sauce. Okay. So, did you guys feel like there was a double stigma? So, like, not only was there stigma against weight loss surgery, but there was also a stigma against you being a guy having weight loss surgery?
I don't think it was a stigma until it was a stigma.
Okay.
I never felt like what I did was anything wrong or like what I was doing was like going against the grain. I was 26 and like for me, if I was that heavy and struggling at that age, it would have been for the rest of my life. So like, I kind of like pulled the reins back and like took full control. And that's why like I took this as like the last opportunity to like do what I needed to do in order to like be the best version of myself.
Yeah.
And that's like where I'm at today.
I think that, because literally, like, if I had done it when I was 26, life would have been a lot different.
I did it
So-
at 26. Well, 27.
You were 27? Shit.
I know. Well, the rule was in my head was I better be smaller by 30. That was the rule.
Okay, what is with that? You and your brother.
I know we have like timelines.
Because when we interviewed her brother, he's like, when I'm 40, if I haven't lost the weight, I will have weight loss surgery at 40. And I'm like, why are you waiting?
Well, because he had lap band first.
I know, but it
I
didn't
know.
work.
I know.
It
That's
didn't
why he
work.
was like, I don't want to do another thing because he thought it wasn't going to work. But now it's working. He did
Yeah,
the
because he
PSG.
did the thing that he was supposed to do
Or is he
all
working?
along.
Or is he working?
Yeah.
If you ask him right now, he does not. He has not gone to one follow-up appointment.
Okay,
And he won't take the ProCare vitamins, and I've supplied them.
so between her brother and my boyfriend, we have the world's worst bariatric patients. Like, hands down, they are the worst. I'm like, when have you talked to your doctor? I don't know, like a month after surgery. You're a year and a half into your journey. Cool. That
Well,
that
what
works
Matt
real well.
says, well, they haven't called me, and I was like, call them.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Well, are you gonna take vitamins? I've got my Flintstones. They're fine.
The fucking Flintstones.
What? Flintstones are not bariatric friendly. Well, Kaiser Permanente gave it to me.
Cool.
That doesn't make it a bariatric vitamin.
No, it doesn't.
So, yeah, we have fights.
The common thing though is both of you guys didn't tell people.
Damn.
So when did you guys finally feel comfortable to say something?
So my wife found out because let's just put it out there.
Tell that story.
I'm Rob. I'm a moron.
Okay.
I pretty much went to the hospital that my wife works at and scheduled the surgery, and she can kind of see from her job when all that stuff goes in. So she was like, "Did you do anything Tuesday?" True fashion, I said no, and then she's like, "Did you do anything Tuesday at like 2:37 p.m.?" And I was like, "Oh, I scheduled an appointment for that bariatric surgery because I had gone to my pulmonologist like 2 days earlier, and my pulmonologist actually told me that I was burning out a medical grade CPAP. So it's that's when I realized like I wasn't going to be able to live.
Yeah.
So it was for me. I realized I had to make a change, and I didn't know how to even start.
So, why would you not mention it to your wife?
Because in true man fashion, I repressed it and said I was going to fix it before
Cool.
she found out.
Cool. All right. Cool.
But
I got my answer.
She works.
I didn't say I was smart. She got me right.
Like you know what she
The level of intelligence was never a questionnaire when you said, "Do you want to do this?"
But I met her.
You're just like,
She
yes.
is smart as fuck.
She is.
She
You
is.
also see she has to put up with this like every day. So she was like, "Yeah, I go to the Italian market, stay out of the house for like 14 hours."
fair.
Like,
Well,
thank God you girls are here.
Exactly.
You're dragging them out of the house.
You're getting like a babysitting fee from me. So
Do we get money?
in meatballs,
Oh,
Perfect. In the gravy.
South Jersey currency.
In the gravy.
Yeah. Well, you're good.
Yes.
I gave you Tupperware when you left last time. You got to bring it back so you get your leftovers tomorrow.
Oh, I tossed it.
Then you don't get leftovers.
I still have a container of water.
Oh, there you
Then
go.
you get leftovers.
Yay! Score for Kelly. So what was the catalyst to like make you start sharing? Like create the profile?
For me, it was really that post in the summertime. Like I was 3 months post-op and there was like no accounts tagged on it. And it was one that like after I posted, I'd see names come up and I would really try to like ask the men in the community like what's going on and you know just to get answers for myself. And then it was weird. I was like one thing that my grandfather always taught me is that if you don't see a beacon, you need to be a beacon.
Ooh, I like
So
that.
for me, it was one of those like I truly believe what I've tried to do with my account, my page, and everyone is like, look, I want you to know you're not alone. I want you to know there's other dudes out there. I want you to know that no matter what, you are not the most socially awkward person possible.
No, I am.
And I found that. But what I love about the men is I would ask all the big accounts, and it would be one of those where I'd be like, hi, do you want to come on like a live with me so we could talk about bariatric surgery? And I would get responses from like Terry and Ked and Jason, Sloaney. Like I had so many people who were so willing to give their time for the other men in the community that I said I need to make sure I can at least help however I can.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my only goal is I want to help the people in this community know that they're not alone.
I love that.
That's why we love you.
I'm not going to say anything more
Too.
profound, so we can wrap
Okay,
this up.
clap. All right. Good artistic. Yeah. Okay.
What about raw
I mean,
motivation?
I second that. It's just to show truly that it is like possible. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter like what you do or how you move or like you don't have and like we had this conversation today. It's like the gym isn't like the end all be all. Like there are so many other things you could do. You could walk, you could like bike ride, you could do yoga, you could do like whatever you want to do. It's just finding what you actually enjoy and consistently staying and doing that, and then you'll see the results over time.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that I really love when I see the men in our community, when we find joy in movement is so important, and it doesn't have to be by any other stereotype, but find joy. For me, it was 15,000 steps a day for over a year. It was yoga. There's so many ways you can find joy after bariatric surgery and find a love of movement and macros and eating and doing all that.
I mean,
kind of
we
stuff.
watched you meal prep.
You literally, oh yeah.
I literally was like, huh.
You saw me 3 Manhattans deep meal prepping.
Yeah.
If you really want the behind the scenes, it was literally we cooked all the meats that we didn't put in the freezer.
Yep.
And then we pretty much came over, and then I was like, guys, I'm going to put these in Tupperware for
And we
about
just
40
watched.
minutes. And you just watched me.
We
like
talked and watched. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
I mean, I was looking at the table and I was like, okay, every single person at this table is a bariatric patient.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of leftovers. That was where my brain, and then you're like, I'm gonna start meal prep, and I'm like, got it. I understand it now. You cook it all once.
You know why he made
put it out.
steak, chicken, and shrimp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
All
people
the
wanted
Well, the
steak and
shrimp was
chicken.
gone. The shrimp was gone. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Tanya and I.
Tanya, how was it?
The shrimp was divine.
It was so
I wouldn't know.
It was so good. We ate it all. We ate it all. So, how do you find consistency? What does that look like to you guys? What does consistency look like?
I guess that's a loaded question.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. I don't find like going to the gym or like doing the things that I do to be consistent. It's kind
Okay.
of like just like a lifestyle. So like you wake up, you brush your teeth, like you wash your hair, do whatever you're gonna do every single day. Like that's a part of that. So for me, it's more of a mental aspect. Like, of course, like not to sound like a douchebag, but like I've competed twice and like I've looked great, but I've also like kind of gained weight and gone in my head. But all of what's helped me is like staying consistent and then like going to the gym and meal prepping and like do what I have to do in order to get back on track and like feel the way that I should. Because at the end of the day, like everyone wants to glamorize being under 100 pounds or 200 pounds, I'm sorry. Well,
Wonderland, right?
right,
Wonderland.
I'm over 200 right now, so like, but not saying that in a bad way, but it's more along the lines of like, that's okay, that's fine, like,
I never ate it.
well, it's something that's, oh, Wonderland, like you want to be there forever,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
which is great, but it's just not the reality. And like sometimes you'll gain weight, sometimes you won't. But like finding consistency and like showing up for yourself every day and being in the gym and like doing those things that are important, like that's where I find happiness. And like I don't do it to look good. That's a byproduct. I do it more for like my mental health, I think.
Yes.
Well, not I think, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I know it's helped me a shit ton with working.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, like when I work out, my mental health is like 10 times better.
Yeah, because literally being with her on tour where she wasn't working
Oh,
out.
fuck
And
your feet!
I mean, she's difficult to
all
do it.
fucking 3 weeks, motherfucker. That is my best. Party girl over here wants to party. Nothing else.
No, I'm saying dealing with her for 2 weeks, and then she finally goes to the gym,
Yes, true.
and everything's golden.
Yep, it's
everything's golden. It doesn't matter.
I even hit fucking
I'm just saying.
like goals today. Like
Get your
new-
fucking ass in the gym because I can't deal with your attitude.
the sexiest.
Y'all been
Just
studying
saying.
too long.
No, but I hit 2 personal goals today. Like
Yes.
I'll go with 2, whatever. What are they called? When you finally like
Well,
personal best.
Yeah, personal best.
Personal
Yeah,
records.
I got hit 2 personal
PR,
bests today because this one gave me a pre-workout that made the tingles kind of burning. We have learned I need a half scoop, not a full scoop, because literally everything's tingling, kind of painful. But then once I started sweating, it was fine. But I did
That was
a.
PCP.
I've never done that before.
You can't have that.
Dose.
Why would you cut that?
Really?
Jesus.
Motherfucker. Okay, but no, I did a mile in 10 minutes and 25 seconds on the elliptical, and then I did 2 miles in 20 minutes and 45 seconds. So that was my 2 personal bests. Because at home, it took me 15 minutes. So I don't know why here. And
Because
then
you
work out.
literally had speed in your system.
Yeah, well,
I know it's not.
Well, she's,
Explain.
Okay.
I said, because she's like, yeah, I'm blaming it on the pre-workout. And I'm like, no, it's you getting stronger, you like consistently showing up for yourself and just getting better and stronger. So yes, you're going to get better. So it's not the pre-workout.
I like it.
But if you want the pre-workout, get it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about it.
And then just
No.
Rob Spin 20.
No,
Am I
just
right?
Rob Spin.
Oh, just
But-
Rob Spin on
Yeah.
V.com.
I kind of like that, Rob Spin.
I know.
I mean, you should really do your own spin class because, like, that name.
I had to start throwing my last name to something. Can't do Rob motivation.
You can't be just Hot Rob
Or that.
all the time. I mean, you did tell
HR.
me that you were fine with the Hot Rob, so.
I mean, it is what it is at this point. There's nothing I can do.
I did name you like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
so I mean, I tried to change it to Jersey Rob, and he's like, Hot Rob's fine. I'm like, okay, because that's what you're in my phone as.
we're both from
So
Jersey. I'm not
so-
even the best Jersey Rob. Like we had, like
Yes,
you know, that,
Rob.
like you talk about Mish or whatever. Like I'm not even like there's 2 Robs in New Jersey with BSG. Like you can't even separate it at that.
No.
there's HR, there's Dev Rob,
DR.
DR.
Only time I'm gonna have like
DR.
DR.
Yeah. You don't have the dot.
No, I don't.
You don't have the dot. You didn't earn the dot.
I gotta earn the dot.
You do.
Oh, I just got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, what does that mean? Like, what are you talking about? DR. Oh, I might be drunk. Okay, it's fine.
So-
Move on.
When did you start being consistent in your journey? Like, was it right away? Was it like a year out? Like, where were you guys at in your journey when that kind of like started kicking in?
Right away.
Right away for you?
Yeah. Again, I took it as like a last resort. So like it was consistency, like with what I was at first drinking, then eating, and then I went through like a very bad depression after surgery. Like we spoke about, food is like your best friend. So food was like detached from all of that. I was away from my family, and like spiraled. So the gym literally saved my life. Like working out and being there and like showing that, like for me was showing up for myself. So it literally saved my life. So like I would say from day one. I mean it depends on what you're like. Once I was cleared to work out, like
Right.
that's when
Yeah.
I was like in the gym. But yeah, been consistent since
So do you go to the gym every day? Or is this like 5 times
5
a week?
days a week right now.
Okay.
For us is just important as.
Are you
working
wanting
out.
it to be more?
I would like to be there 6 days a week, but
Okay.
Wow.
I've been told that rest is more like just
Rest
as
is very
important.
important.
When building and being there and being strong for yourself.
Yeah. When did it start for you?
Day one, for me, I was scared. I didn't want to go back. Like, I don't want to go back. I don't ever want to go back. I've got kids. I've got a wife. I had people around my table that I love and care about. I don't ever want to go back. And that means to show up for them. That means the only time I really have is 5 a.m. So I have to do it at 5 a.m. so I can show up to them for 3 p.m. And it's the goal.
Yeah.
The goal is to show up for their weddings, their kids' weddings. I want to have the life that I always imagined I'd give them. And that's the goal every day for me. So it means you build the habits and the behaviors and you do every little thing to show up for the people that you love and support.
Oh man.
I know.
Do you guys want me to go back to telling more jokes?
How do we go beyond that? Because, yeah, that was pretty outstanding.
But, you know.
I mean, because that's what we're all doing, right?
But
Like,
yeah,
we're getting the surgery to save our lives and be there for our loved ones.
Everyone in this room wanted to make a change.
Yes.
Everyone in this room owes me $5 for my deposit. But like, in all seriousness, like, you've all decided at some point in this process that you want better for yourself.
Yeah.
And that even like, maybe it isn't for someone else in your life, but at one point, everyone in this room realized you wanted better for yourself.
Sick and tired.
And you have a commitment to yourself
There
to
she
do
goes again.
that. Little flashes, Jack, come on.
Lizzie, over there, you're causing problems.
Sorry.
Leave it to the benchies to cause problems.
Well, I also think how you
That's
show up
how
for
you know they're
yourself
wrong.
is how you show up for other people.
Yeah.
You show
Yeah.
up better when you show up for yourself.
Yes.
I mean, I know that when I'm moving my body, hitting the protein, hitting the water, taking my vitamins, I'm a better and healthier person because of that.
Yes.
Now,
Getting you to do that.
I'm working on the movement. I'm working on it. I've been journaling on my yoga mat. That was what I was instructed to do, and that's what I'm doing.
What about your protein and water then?
I mean, that's
She's working
yeah.
on it.
I'm working on it. Karen's here.
She is?
She's here, and I
looking good.
usually she does. Well, she's looking a little rough. I may have dropped her and broke a few pieces off.
Oh, poor
I
Karen.
know.
Well,
I mean,
and
it still holds water, right?
I know that the guys who are like,
It tips over at least.
Like,
but
but if you like lift it up, you could.
I can still
Yeah,
get
okay,
water.
that's-
Yeah, so we're good on that level. Yeah,
It
yeah,
does
we're
do that?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still. It's just she's a little.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, it's, mine's broken too, guys. It's
that's how you know it's been
But-
used.
it's
Do
like I
you
told
have
Rob.
a
I'm making
name?
Costco underpants and I have a broken hydro. It's not even a hydro flask.
It's a
like,
hydro flow.
It's a hydro flow. It's for when you can't afford
It's the
one
Walmart
with the
version.
It's actually Dick's Outlet, but yes.
Oh,
it's,
shit.
I get paid $0.
Zero.
I cannot stress.
There's Costco underpants too.
Yeah, it's, you know.
Come on.
Yes, it's the Calvin Klein. Like, it doesn't really say full Calvin. I see a bunch of nods here. So we went to Planet Fitness today because it's a judgment-free zone. I'm telling you. I can afford a $10 gym membership and off-brand underpants. That's the level I'm working at right now in my life.
Water bottles
Is-
that don't have a name.
And yeah, it does. It's like the Hydra.
No,
I can't
no,
even
like,
say Hydro Flask. I
No,
don't know.
hydroflow, but you have to give your water bottle a name because then you feel connected
True.
to it.
I don't know.
Mel's is Doug.
Mine's done.
Yeah. Mine's Karen.
We're not going to name it live.
Why can't we? Just come up Pete.
We'll put it in the polls. You comment
Okay,
down
all right,
below.
all right.
What are we
Everybody make
naming
a
Rob's
description.
HydroFlow? Maybe a link to an actual water bottle that works.
So, coming from somebody that is newly post-op, what is your best suggestion for them to get the consistency going?
I'm kind of waiting for you.
I'm
love
like
how
kind of
it's
thinking.
pretty
I'm
serious.
thinking.
Because I'll just keep talking.
I mean, it's nothing that you're gonna like be ready for. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like you're like, oh, I'm ready to work out, or like I'm ready to be this different person. Like, and it doesn't have to be 6 days a week, 5 days a week, 4 days, like whatever it is. Like, I work with people, and I'm like, even if it's 2 days a week, 3 days a week, like it's just showing up for yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say I go 3.
And that's.
That was the point I was gonna make earlier. Like, I only go 3 times a week, guys.
But it's
What
like,
about
when you,
10
you don't have to
minutes?
confess to us. Like, that was the
Yeah.
whole thing we talked about.
But no,
Like, literally, I know I'm pushing it. I'm like, I'm not judging.
Oh my god!
I
Oh
saw
my
me eat a
God.
sandwich over a trash can the other day because we couldn't find seats. Like, that
That's true. I
happened.
did see that.
So
I
it's
mean-
like, look, you don't have to confess to other people if you eat wrong one day. Like,
It's true.
I-
But my point is that you can go less than what they're talking about. I go only 3 times a week, and I've been doing that since November.
I mean, I asked 10 minutes and Rob looked like he was gonna like.
I was. Because they
Like,
started talking, that's why.
We just
Okay.
They started talking, I
We
wanted
just
to
need
answer
to
that.
get there. That can be the
Well, that's what
first
it is.
start.
Even if you're like getting there and sitting in your car and not doing shit,
Yeah.
at least
Yes.
you made the attempt to get there.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
maybe the
start
next
there.
time you'll like
Yeah.
walk through the door and maybe scan your card and then like go to the bathroom and sit in the bathroom for 10 minutes and then walk out.
Yeah.
But at least like you made it a step further than you did the last time,
Also
Yeah.
great.
which is way better than sitting on the couch and doing shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, 'cause at least you're moving.
High five.
Look at that.
That was good. That was good.
They keep going about.
Yeah, I mean
Extra.
it's just whatever it is. Like if you're showing up 2 days and you do that consistently for like 6 weeks, up it to 3. Start doing 3, do an hour. Like it doesn't have to be insane things. Like it doesn't have to be 10 workouts. It doesn't have to be like a job. Just show up and like make yourself feel good. Like leave, sweat, feel good, go home, go to bed, and then do it again. Like it's not anything like crazy.
It's not. I think
No.
we all make it harder in our heads than it actually is.
Well, I know that when I step a foot in the gym, I'm like, yes, I'm going 6 days a week. I'm
Yeah, you
staying
go all
for
in.
an hour.
Yeah.
I am an all-in person, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill this. And then a month into it, I'm like, I'm fucking exhausted. No, I'm just not. No.
Because you went too hard.
That's what she said. Did you? I did. But
Because it's unrealistic.
It is
It is.
And
unrealistic.
that's what
I
it
think
is.
fitting in, like looking at your life, like you were saying, you get up at 5 a.m. because that's what fits into your life.
yeah.
So you look over your whole life and you say, okay, these are the times that fit. And like even Mel, she's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's what works for my schedule. That's what we'll do.
Yep. I'm not with Kelly on those days, so
Correct.
I go work.
So then what do you do on Tuesdays? Because
Because you're in therapy and I go work out.
do you?
Do I? I take Dylan to school and then I go work out.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Yeah. We have learned from many situations that when we do therapy on the same day, we do not do shit together.
No.
Because that's when all of the problems.
Somehow, I have my therapy in the afternoon. She has her therapy in the morning, and then we'll try to do a recording. And we both are like,
No.
I want to like cry
Yeah.
and just like be quiet.
Yeah.
We're like, we just don't see each other on Tuesday.
Yeah. No. We fill each other in on what happened, but
I go work out. I just don't see Kel.
And the thing, I took you to my therapist the other day.
You did. I saw him. We waved.
We parked in his lot for.
Yeah.
We went and saw Dr. Banford. We saw Dr. Banford. He had a parking spot near the pizza place we had to go to. And it's a guy I've worked with for 7 years on eating right and like trust issues. And I'm like, yes, here's some people I met from the internet. We're gonna go eat pizza and drink wine. I also parked in your spot. Bye.
Yeah, you had like a paper bag and all. You
We
know?
did have a paper bag.
We did. So
That
much
happened.
fun.
Like this, yeah.
I know.
I mean, at one point we were sitting at your house and you were like, this is the weirdest thing because we all met because of the internet.
I still pinch myself. I can't comprehend like this is what I'm doing on a Saturday night from 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing how much this surgery can change your life if you allow it to change your life.
Yeah.
There's
That's the
so many
process.
times that if you just fully embrace the bariatric lifestyle and really commit yourself and share the highs and lows, it works out. Or it starts a true crime series. It's one of the But like, I did this.
I mean, I haven't killed anybody yet, so.
Yet.
Yet. So, I mean, we had a discussion, I'm fully willing.
Yeah, I also can't afford a Yeti, so it comes back to like, someone please get me a
Well, yeah,
water.
because you're gonna tase, I'm gonna stab.
Yeah, we
That's
figured
what
that
we
out
figured
today,
out.
yeah.
You did bring a knife out with
I
us.
still have it.
This girl tries to get into the Washington Monument
I didn't know. Okay, cool.
with a
them.
taser and a knife in her bag.
And free
I did not think that I was
Lizzie's
gonna
okay
get
with
searched.
it, but before we go to the White House.
Hey, I did not have it in the White House.
Okay, yeah, but we all three asked you separately, do you have a knife or a taser in your bag?
And you know what? Deny.
Yeah, but they have x-rays.
No.
Deny.
You guys,
I was able
Criminal law in my past.
And this is why the Brooklyn show will have a metal detector.
I am waiting for
you
that.
have a guy for that, right?
No, Tony's here.
Oh,
Tony.
yeah! You're gonna shine a light into your bag, make sure there's no knives. Don't check Mel's.
You're not really
'Cause it's
feeling
there.
to bring a guy named Tony.
I need
Everyone here related to a Tony? Anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of the best.
always around.
I literally, you know, it's Tony, so.
This podcast got wild.
Yeah, Dave, for
Off
just
the track.
2.2 seconds. That's fine. Okay.
That's what she said, right?
I remember when
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's not a Tuesday.
So Dad, Ron,
What?
remember when you did the step thing?
Yeah.
What made you start that? Like, explain to people what happened.
True men's fashion. Penn Medicine told me to do 10,000 steps a day, and I said, I'm going to do even more than that. And
Okay.
I did 15,000 a day. And it was, I started with walking, because at 365 pounds, I really didn't want to go to a gym. The last time I actually had a gym membership, this is depressing. Tom, remember when we were at like the Target today? Me and Tony went to Target. It was lovely. It's on a Saturday afternoon. But you know how there used to be that gym right back there that's closed now? So when it was open, I used to like say I was going to that gym, and then I would go to the Burger King across the street. And then that gym closed. And I still kept saying I was going to the gym, and then Kate finally checked and is like, where are you going every like Tuesday and Thursday? I'm like, out.
Lord.
And it was one of those that like, yeah.
That's an
honestly,
awkward conversation.
It was awkward. It was awkward, but like that's, yeah. We talked to Dr. Banford about what we share, what we don't share. So
That's
I'm
fair.
growing as we go through
Good
this.
job.
But it was one of those things that like, I started with stepping. And I started with just walking outside, and it was one of those things that like, I really tried to commit to filling my eyes, my ears, and my body with as much positivity as possible. So it was, I would listen to you ladies from day one. I would listen to so many great, am I allowed to mention other podcasts? Or am I under,
course.
like, okay, so yeah.
Oh my god, if you mention
Do you, but yeah, you
I mean,
go to my
there's just one
stories, but,
specific
yeah.
one you're not allowed to mention.
Well, okay, so it's one of those that,
is there?
I don't,
Yeah.
now I have to.
Oh, fair.
So I
Okay.
listened.
Crazy.
Social awkwardness, but
Yeah.
anyway, the idea was I really just wanted to fill my ears with positivity. Like when I look at my other Instagram account, it was all. I'm just trying to talk to get rid of this awkward silence. Or look. So, where was I?
I'm watching Mel.
But
Does anybody have a lighter?
But no,
No,
anyway,
no,
the point
no,
was
no,
like
no,
go
no.
out, get movement, walk as much as you possibly can.
Yes.
But it was I made sure that my feed was full of positive things, that when I was looking at workouts, we would do that. And now that I have to fill time, it's like awkward. So
You don't
Kind of
have
like
to
when your co-host just gets up in the middle of a recording, a live
she did.
fucking recording.
It's okay.
And it's fine. She's looking in the fridge and
I did it
getting-
last time to eat.
Oh,
Remember that? In Orlando,
You did.
I got up to eat.
she got up to get food,
We did.
which I mean,
And then I got
bariatric
you
patient.
food.
It's fine. You did. You got me cheese.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
You
But
just
it's
rub
still-
with Dad, Ron?
I didn't. I was just watching you, and he was watching me watch you.
I mean, technically, I don't stop talking. So anytime anyone else like gets on the mic, it's interrupting whenever I'm rattling.
Yeah.
So it's better if you guys just all fit.
That's why we get along so
Yeah.
well.
If we got paid by the word, we'd be millionaires. That's what I always
Oh,
say.
100%. Good job,
Couldn't
Lizzie.
afford it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
how many days did you do the 15,000? Because like I remember.
I did. So the first time I got up to like 214 days.
That's
And then
crazy.
I went to bed and I missed it by 4 steps. And I totally was not, I wasn't gonna lose my ish. I wasn't. So
I would.
it was one of those, like, I really was upset the next morning because I woke up and it just sounded like in The Godfather when he's next to the horse's head, and I was just screaming. For those of you under 30, like, it's a movie. We're just bloody murder of like, and my wife thought like what had happened to me in the middle of the night. I'm like, I missed my 4 steps. She's like, it's 5:30 in the morning, stop it. But it was one of those that like, it hurt to miss something like that by so close to the thing. And you really have 2 choices when you fail. You can either like quit altogether, you can get back up and do it again. And it was one of those things that I literally that day, I told myself I'm not going to do it that day. I'm going to really commit to this. And I went back out and I got 15,000 steps. And I said, okay, I'm going to do another day. I actually am getting flashed off. If you notice, every time I more than 2 minutes, it's like the dinner.
She's like, stop talking, let them talk.
Every time
So when you realized that you missed it by 4 steps, was it like, were you like, oh, well, I guess I might not, I'm just not gonna keep going?
I was ready to quit. I outright was like, I'm not doing this. And then it was one of those things that like that day I was like, you know what, I am going to hit my step goal just for the sheer principle. And I said, I'm going to do the next day. And then I hit 435 days in a row.
Crazy.
Over the steps. And then my insides fell out. I have to get better at the wording.
How
of what
are you
happens in my
doing
life.
walks? Because normally when you walk, your insides don't fall out.
Well, that's the thing. In true men fashion, I tried to push it back in for the first 3 weeks, and then I finally said I should probably see a doctor.
Did you have why are men like
I had a hernia this whole summer.
Yeah.
I literally like first day of school. I'm like, yes, I'm finally on my.
Totally nodding and
Yeah, Tony saw it.
Yeah, we
You saw it, Tony.
I know, I saw it live. It was disgusting.
Tony saw me push it back in.
Yeah.
It was like the best part of the day.
why would you do
That's
that?
exactly.
Because it felt better than when it was out.
Okay, Mel, flashback to Red's episode.
Yes.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, Joey just like pushed.
The
He's like, it's
insides
better
were on
if I
the
just do that.
outside, so I
Yeah.
pushed it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how many times did you push it back?
Multiple.
I mean, this is that's what she said.
So the best part is
I've never heard one.
I went,
Like-
I know.
That's what she said. Okay, cool.
Let me tell you, I had to tell my wife, like, I need you to look at this. And I started going over my pants, and she was like, you're going to a medical professional.
Yeah.
We're not doing this at this point. Like, our marriage.
She's like, just stop there.
No, I got cut off just like every other time. So,
Well, you have 2 kids, so not.
I know, yeah. So I got that
2
going.
times. There you go.
Yeah.
Glitter.
You are right.
You're single, Rob. How's that? Well, it's
We're not talking about that.
Oh my
Do you have another question?
God. Can we do every episode with the 2 of you?
What are we doing next week? Oh, wait, you are doing next episode.
I
Raw with us in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm doing this.
So are
You
there
have to do this whole experience
all
next
over
week.
again?
Just put your light switch.
Right?
We'll make sure Lizzie is
We'll make
not
sure
here.
you're off the light
Yeah, we'll make sure that you're not next to the light switch.
Little padded room.
And you see,
Where's Liz? She's in the other room.
She's fun.
So, what's your biggest tip for guys that are maybe thinking about this surgery? Maybe they're like, what's your biggest tip for them to keep going?
I mean, just do it.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not? If at the end of the day, it's like if you're struggling with your weight and you like foresee a future of struggling with your weight, not that this is like anything that's gonna, of course it'll help. Like everyone's like, easy way. Like, of course it's easier, let's be real. Like, we don't go under surgery to like have our stomachs cut just to like, for fun.
Yeah.
Of course it's an easier way to do it, but it's also like there's so much light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
And it like brings such a different light into your life. So I would just say do it.
Just go for it.
And like, I would say don't be embarrassed, because like I was embarrassed to like admit that I did it,
Same.
which sucks
Yeah.
to say. But yeah, it's the best thing I literally ever did. It brought a whole different future into my life, like job, friends. Like, I've competed and with 2 of the most important people in my life. Like, 2 of my best friends are people who I've met on the internet. and like you guys, like I mean, literally everyone sitting here is like, we're all off the internet.
Yep. Yep.
But like even coming across you and like you guys and like respecting my journey, respecting each other's journey, and like becoming friends. And it's not just like friends, like posting about each other and like whatever, like
Yeah.
quick curse.
Yeah.
I know, but like fuck social media, like it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like there's such a deeper connection into like life with these people. Like that's just more than like what my friends at home, the people that I grew up with. Like we said today, like we've traveled to more states today, or like to date.
Two.
What do you mean? No, not today.
No, like
today,
to date.
We've been in more
Delaware?
We did. No, like
We did not.
Oregon, California. No, you're. No, I actually.
As
I
like
the
a
band
whole
tones. I love the
together.
band shit. Yeah, no,
As a whole
you've traveled to more states and like been like than I've ever been with my friends in real life.
Yeah.
Like growing up wise.
Yeah.
So it's just been like a cool experience.
I remember telling, I don't talk to my sisters right now. And I remember telling my mom, because I don't give a shit if they hear this. Not that they listen, because there's a whole point to this. I told my mom, I was like, I have met people that are across the country from me that care more about my feelings than my own sisters. Like there are more people out there that care more about me than my own sisters. So I don't need that because I have a whole other family just from the internet.
Just from the internet.
Just from the internet. Just from sharing my journey and Mel's crazy idea to start a podcast. And we've met more incredible people. And had we not had surgery, this would have never happened. And I would have never met all the people that I've come into contact with.
Or started an Instagram page.
Or started an
That is
Instagram.
crazy.
I mean,
in itself.
I started one before I had surgery, and then I was like I was all in. I was like, I'm gonna do the side-by-sides and everything, and then Mel's like, we're gonna start a podcast. Cool. Okay, we're gonna do that.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
that.
I remember the first thing I said was, you know you're gonna have
I
to
know because I didn't share
tell
anything.
people that you had surgery.
Well, and that's kind of like, I'm private. I'm a very private person, and so it was interesting to like.
Unless you know her. Unless you know her.
That off for though.
Almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like only people that knew were people that were like I wanted to know. Like you
I knew.
only yeah, like there was like maybe 8 people that knew, and that's kind of how I am. It's like I have a big trust issue. I won't deny it by anything.
We've learned that through
And
therapy.
like there's different levels of different information I'm going to give you, and that was the deal. Was like I realized that I was so embarrassed and ashamed for getting the surgery, and I felt so alone that I was like, okay, I'm not the only one. There can't be the only one in here that feels this way. We need to help people. And then I realized by me slowly telling my story and how what happened to me was actually helping other people. And then it drove me more to share more and to know that there are good people out there. They're not going to use the information that they have about me against me.
Yep.
I was always in a family of like a tit for tat situation. Like
yeah.
you rub my back, I'll rub your back. And I realized actually there is people out there where if I do them a favor, like and if they did me a favor, it's not like I have to just move back immediately. Like there's not that whole situation. And this community has really opened up to me and not like without a blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought you guys would because I'm so far removed when I first started in the community that I was like, they probably think I'm a liar. Like they don't know really who I am. But then like, you know, side by sides go up and then the story comes out and then it's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. Full
So do
support
you guys
system.
feel like there's more and more guys that are coming into the community?
Yeah, they're here.
There's a
Well,
few
yeah.
here.
Do you feel like the guy presence is building?
I hope. I do. I truly hope. You know, it's one of those that there's not many of us. You know, we're few, we're proud. We're not enlisting anyone. We just need a few good men. And you know, but yeah, hey, dad humor, people. This is what you got. No, I hope more people understand it's okay. You're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
We're out there. Reach out. And you know.
I feel like it's getting easier to like reach out to you guys and like it's not as scary anymore for the guys. Like I think when I first started, like I didn't really see any guys out there.
There
Oh,
was.
there's a lot more now.
Yeah.
I remember when Dad Rob messaged us once and he's like, I hope you don't think I'm a creep that's just like messaging you and like commenting on your stuff. And I was like, you know what? That makes me feel a little bit better actually.
And 2 years later, I invited you to my basement.
You did. And to the freezer.
Thank you, Dr. Manford, for helping me learn how to talk to people. Because this is not the finished product.
Close to, sir.
Mm.
Close to. But it is interesting because as like a woman in the community, when guys do message or comment, you're at first you're like, wait, what's going on here? Wait, they're just being supportive. Like you have to actually like think about it first.
And that was my thing, is like I really try to share, like when I hear things or messages that need to be told into the community, like part of my page is I want those messages out there so that if it resonated with me, I hope it just resonates with someone else, and I hope if you see that I can do it, that you can do it, and the sole goal is just to like get the message out that it's okay to be a dude in the community and to show up.
Yeah.
So
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I think you guys have a harder time, and Rob and I were talking about this earlier, is that because you have that double stigma of being a guy and having weight loss surgery and then the weight loss surgery itself, that it's really hard for guys to be out there and sharing their experience. But every time we see a guy, me and Mel are like, oh, did you see so-and-so? And we'll like talk about it because we're excited to see guys in there. We want to see more guys. That was one of the reasons why we did the first guy panel, which featured these two fellas.
And a few others.
And a few, we're not gonna go into that. So, but yeah, it was really important to us to not only, because we are women, we
can only tell
Yes.
so much.
can only say, well, it's good. That's good that you can talk
Don't
to women.
assume our gender. Assume our down now.
Oh my God.
In
So,
that climate.
we can only share so much about the journey. You guys coming on and willing to share your stories and like your experiences mean so much to the whole community, because some guys don't want to share their story. They don't want to share what they've experienced. And so for you guys to be so open and just giving to the community and talk to guys and answer any questions, like it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort. So I just want to say thank you.
Aw,
Yeah.
of course.
You guys are doing good.
Thanks for putting up for me talking for like 40 minutes out of it. So,
You know, an hour, it's fine, it's
Oh, really?
fine, yeah, it's been, yeah.
yeah, you get some weird things on the internet. We'll say that.
We do, we definitely do.
Yes.
You get them how often though? You get them at least once a month. I'll say it for you.
He literally did this to you under the table. Shut the fuck up.
Let's have a day job.
I know. Insane. You can say that you have dick pics.
I mean, Mel gets dick pics and then she sends them to me without telling me that they're dick pics. And then I open it. Yeah, it's like, surprise, here's a giant penis. Thank you, thank you. I'm like, Mel, why are you sending this to me? Well, if I have to see him, you have to see him. No, there's no rule in the best friend rule book that says if I see a big dick, you have to see one.
I think that's fair.
No, I don't want to see that.
No, it's not about wanting to see them. It's the fact that your best friend had one, so you have to also.
Yeah,
That's true.
I didn't request those.
I know you
It
did.
just happened.
Don't you worry, Liz.
Unsolicited. Lizzie's like, send him on over. No.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Well,
He sent me one.
do we have it? Is there anything else you guys?
Is there anything left you guys want to say to the community, to the audience before we
editing,
go?
right?
It's okay.
Huh?
We're editing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're like, cut that the fuck out.
I have to show up to work on Tuesday, so.
Well, this will be out for a while,
Yeah.
so don't be worried. And yes, I have my editing skills down
Yes.
pat. You'll heard of.
She will make sure that you are in a glowing light.
I still got to work a job.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean, you didn't answer the question, so it's fine.
yeah, I don't even know what the question is anymore. So for
Exactly.
those of you who are
Good.
listening, this is the edited out part, and we'll start. I appreciate that you asked me what my last words could be.
Yes.
And for the next 45 minutes, I'm going to share them with you.
Sit at the table, y'all.
Yes.
Keep going.
No, just, I hope this helped. I really hope, like, to see so many people here, like, I hope this helped. If you're listening to this, I hope this helped. if you're considering bariatric surgery, I hope this helped.
Yeah.
That's the sole goal, is I just want to help, and I hope this helped.
I think you both bring such a positive light and energy, and you are very relatable, and you feel like like immediately after meeting, because we were on the internet, that like I knew, I was just like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
Like he's just
1,000%.
great. I just love it.
You
And
can hug Rob. I'll get out of it.
No,
I'll hug
actually,
him
we were
later.
in my living room and I remember.
I found my new co-host.
Have fun with that.
Okay. I mean, I can't edit an episode for shit, but you know, I bring it up again. If you die, I have a co-host. I'm saying.
You're already pushed off.
I'm just, yeah.
Well,
It's fine. I'm not planning her death. Not anytime.
well, I do remember in my living room though, a post came up of yours, Dad Rob, of something of some sort, and I was like, you know, if something ever happened to that guy, I would be really sad. I would fly all the way over to Philly.
Thanks for thinking of my death, Mel.
Yeah.
It makes me feel so warm inside to know that you don't want my body to be cold.
I'll be there. I will be there.
No, that was the most awkward.
Staring over my
thing.
grave.
I mean, you just
That's exactly what I.
with him. So
Yeah, but it's fine. It's not like I said, I'm not planning your death.
So to
You
recap,
die.
the woman with no knife or taser said that she was going to talk to the person with the knife and the taser. The knife and the taser lady said that if I die,
She would fly.
she would fly back.
She was sad, just so we're all on the same
Maybe
page.
we'll see each other before then.
I might use my frequent flying miles.
I want you to pay premium.
We will pay.
Yeah, I don't want to be frequent flyer. For
I
you.
would fly
Private
first class.
price.
The will that Melanie has.
I'll be driving.
Yeah, no, first class. First go first class.
Oh my goodness.
I've never been, so you know it's good.
I mean, one of these days we will.
Yeah.
I've said it. I'm like, one of these days I will be in that seat
In
with all the
first
extra room.
So
and
we are gonna take questions, and you guys can ask questions to the fellas as well.
Yes.
So does anybody have any questions for the guys or us at all today in the Philly house? Jack, Lizzie, do you guys have any
Thinking.
questions for the?
We're thinking.
Yeah.
It's just like when I teach class. We got everyone called by saying, "This is your turn to talk," and everyone is dead.
Okay, so we're 2 for 2. So take a photo.
Correct.
Everybody's silent. Ask if they have questions. Everybody's silent. Good to know.
I have a question.
I was gonna say, I was just gonna say thank you because I've not only had a very long bariatric journey myself, but I'm now a nurse practitioner that works in bariatrics. And so I suggest your podcast often to my own patients because they need support and they need advice and they need to know that there are people that are successful through their journey. So thank you.
Thank you.
I made Heather march around the Cooper River in 96 degree
96
weather for
weather.
the last Philly
We went
meal
to
we
this
ever had.
fancy restaurant for lunch afterwards. We're all like, "Can we have some water?"
That's
So hot.
No, just so you know, 96. No, I live in Michigan, so that's a no.
You're living the
96
good
and
life.
humid.
Yes. 40 degree, totally fine. 96, no.
So
Not
no
happening. No.
There we go.
No. It's like when Mel's like, we're gonna go lift on Sunday. Do you wanna go? No. Not even a little bit. That's
Or
not-
today, or yesterday.
I literally sat in a car. I mean, I was in
You
pain
were
and was
so
not feeling
close,
good.
though.
I was
so
so
close.
close.
You
You did it outside, even if you just
Yeah,
go
I
sit in a car
went
for
with.
2 hours.
I dressed the part. I had tennis shoes and my workout gear.
You
No.
should have just pizza.
Sat in massage chairs.
What? I didn't know that was an option.
You have to come inside to figure that out.
Nobody told me there was massage chairs.
For the record, I can only afford the $10 membership, so I don't get the massage chair. If anyone has a black card
Tanya
and wants to
does.
get-
Tanya
got
does.
you.
Yeah.
We'll
So
talk
now I know when you guys go to gym, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll come in, I'll record stuff. Peace, I'm gonna go to the massage chairs and have some fun.
We'll get her in the door.
Get her in the door.
Just
That's
in
first
the
step.
door. Just in the door. That's fine.
I think Lizzie can
Yeah,
have
so I just want to say something to Dad, Rob, that, so I became an educator late in life for aesthetics, but I just want to say that people like you made me want to be an educator. Because I was a nurse for many years, I got very burnt out, and I have very much respect for all nurses, I just got burnt out real fast.
And you chose education.
I chose aesthetics.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know.
Got
But they were 18 and over. That's why. But I went into that school and I was like, I was so motivated. But people like you motivate me. So I mean, from day one, I remember I messaged you to go walking that day for that meetup.
Yeah.
That's when I was like close to 300 pounds and I gotta be,
I get you.
Yeah.
It turns out you shouldn't plan at 96-degree weather and be like, hey, no one can really get their water down. Do you want to march around in like 96-degree weather? What time is it? Right when the sun's are directly above.
Yeah, exactly.
That hard nose. There were a lot of people in this room, I'm just happy to say.
Yeah. And also to say that the four of you all inspire me. So thank you. And everybody here also. I may not know you all offline. Some of you do, but it's it's very inspiring. So thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. All right.
Lizzie. Next.
All right.
With the lights.
Anybody else?
Yes.
What would you tell people who are considering having a bariatric surgery as regards to finding a good surgeon and surgical center?
Okay, so the question is, I can't repeat all that.
What would you tell somebody if they're looking into bariatric surgery and how to find a good surgeon and a bariatric center?
Okay.
I had 2 tequila shots, but I remember that shit.
I'm very impressed right now.
Thank
You
you.
want me to start? You start, the fellas. Rob's
I don't have like an answer straight up. That's why I'm gonna start. It's gonna be quick. The first person I went to, I really just trusted and I liked him. He made me feel comfortable and just kind of went with it and kind of trusted my gut. So that was my experience.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like searching for a doctor or searching for a personality that like I cared about or whatever. It's just kind of like it felt right, so I did it. And
I feel
happy
like
with the
that makes
results.
sense though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when I met my surgeon, I mean, I also didn't realize that you can choose your own
Yeah, we
surgeon
both
center. Like I had no idea. I thought that like insurance sent you to a place, that's what you had to do. But luckily my surgeon is pretty fucking awesome and my surgical center was really amazing. I think I would say just be careful because we hear from so many people that are in the wrong surgery centers, or they're telling them not great things about how to do the journey. And I think really focusing on because you're committing yourself to this center. That's where you're going. That's for the rest of your life. You're gonna check your blood through them. You're gonna do all your checkups through them. And so I think trusting your gut is a big one, but also making sure that you jive with not only the therapist but the nutritionist that you're with, because if you don't and you're being told certain things that like, oh, you're not losing enough weight, so let's do a pouch reset diet, that is a huge red flag. So just take lots of notes, interview your surgery center, because you can do that.
You can do that, like, because basically you probably should call your insurance and then see what they give you and then interview those people.
Yeah,
We just didn't realize that
that was an option. I
But
had no idea.
and we were very lucky, like mine actually gelled with me, hers gelled with hers. But if I can go back, I think I would call a couple more centers and just kind of check around, because I was an hour away from my center when there is one like 15 minutes away. I don't know if they're good. Didn't even check. But that's the deal, is like I could have checked and it could have been better and I just don't even know. So
Yeah.
the point is like definitely make the phone calls.
Do
It's
your
worth,
research.
It's worth the time.
Yeah.
I would just, can I just add?
Of course.
I would definitely say find out what their education and their aftercare is like for other patients that they have.
Yes.
Just because some of them you just drop off and other ones really are consistent with making sure and following up.
Yeah, because we know SABP, which
Yes.
is Dr. Fridley.
Yes.
And they are very adamant about aftercare.
Yeah.
Like they do like the body composition machine.
Yeah.
3 months after, they do it before and pre-op, just so you can see what your body chemistry is changing. So that way, if you're in a stall, you can actually see like what's going on. Like,
But you
you're
get
not
to
really
see
in
like
the stall.
your the weight of your bones, how much water your body is holding, like
your lean muscle
so
mass.
much information versus just step on the scale and you're this weight. Like when we did it, it was so interesting and eye-opening because you're like, oh, like I'm this weight, but 90 pounds of it is my bones. Like, cool. That actually like gives me a little more perspective. And I think that's why they do it.
Oh, that's why SWP does it, but like ours don't do that.
No, they do
so
not.
that's the deal, is like you could find places that do that, and that's a better comprehension of what your body's really going through.
Yeah.
Because I found out that I have titanium from knee down, and with that composition, I realized my left leg is 2 pounds heavier than my right leg.
Yeah.
Because of all the metal, and I did not know that until 3 weeks ago.
That is true.
And then I guess I should have told Dad Rob when he was training me yesterday, because
I did not know that till your third set of squats was
my
done.
form was
I know we were on our way into pizza
She
by
says
then.
it in a lot of podcasts. I'm
how do you not
kind
know?
of like floored that you didn't know that.
Just joking.
No.
But I do have to tell you.
We're aware. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We now know. We now know.
What about you two? You already answered. What about you with finding your guy? Or like,
I should probably start, full disclosure, Penn does not pay me anything. I tried. They won't give me a dime. But yeah, the Penn people, I know there's a good amount, right? Yeah. I was very happy with the fact that I started with, they gave me the Bible 6 months beforehand, the bariatric Bible, and Linda like literally was like, we're going to start you with just like chew your food 25 times. And I still share every Sunday a bariatric behavior goal that I learned from Penn Medicine. And it's one of those things that it's little things like that that help me build the healthy habits that I'm still sustaining for today. But, you know, like I lost 50 pounds prior to bariatric surgery just by starting the bariatric behavior goals. And they gave me a list of 20. They said start with 1. And we go back to consistency. See how I did it all the way to consistency?
Wow. See, that's my new cohort.
If I was getting observed, I might actually get a good score.
I was gonna say that's the teacher.
I love it, yeah.
I have no instructional goal.
No, I love it.
bring it all circle.
But like the thing I say is like, by building those small healthy habits and having a program that actually shows you and educates you, you need to ask that. I lost the first 50 pounds just by doing the bariatric behavior goals. And when people would ask me like, you know, what are you doing differently that you lost all this weight? I would be like, well, I still order pizza, but like I chew my food more. And like, it's that simple sometimes.
Yeah.
It's waiting the 30 minutes before you have your drink. I learned painfully clear, like afterwards.
Yeah, you learn real quick that doesn't.
Hurts, man.
Yeah, food comes back up. For me.
Yeah, we tell people stand up, arms up.
Yeah, when we would do all of our
Around,
live
let the
reviews and
gravity
we eat
do
too
its
much,
thing.
we were like, arms up, let it gravity do its
It
thing.
works.
It did work.
So
I mean,
that's-
other than, was it Nush? Yeah. it
Oh,
was
Nush.
God.
We'll never
Okay.
be sponsored by Nush. We don't give a fuck. We're not sponsored by Nush. That was disgusting. We ate.
That's the one you took out of your mouth and
threw it on.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
threw it.
Yeah.
Fuck no, I'm not
We
eating
ate
that.
12 of those bars because I was not going to give up. It was like maybe one of them.
You,
One of them has
you
to
got
be
up
good.
to 12 on something that was bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent us this big
I
box.
commit, man. I'm all in.
We're
And
like,
Kelly
okay,
was like
we'll do it.
doing a tap out at 10. And I was like, we got 2 more.
Guys,
Let's do this shit.
I was like, fine, if you're doing it, I'm doing it. And
We were sick for 24 hours.
yeah, it was real bad.
It was
They were
terrible.
greasy but dense.
And dry inside.
And dry.
It was very confusing.
Like you picked them up and then it like left like
Like
boom.
it got in your gums and your teeth line. Like it would just like
That's
it was like a grind. It was like
It was
gritty. It was gritty. It was all.
It was sorry. Don't buy
I can really remember that one because it was.
Don't buy
bad.
Nush bars. Yeah, I don't know about their other products, but don't buy their bars. They're gross. Anyways.
Anyways, back to the ranch. That's a saying. Like fair to Midland, back to the ranch.
What the fuck are you saying right now?
I don't think I'm the only one that knows.
Who
that.
talks like that?
It's a
you.
children's book, actually. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yeah. thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
It doesn't
Done.
make it right. I don't understand what you're saying.
It's in a book. It makes it right. It's written down.
Does it? Does
It
it?
does. Well, I think that wraps all of
Was
the
there
things.
anything
If
else
there's
you'd like
any
to
other
say before we
questions in
go?
the
I could have
audience?
said it all.
Okay, good,
We're
good. All right.
You didn't ask me. Actually.
Yes, you
You
did.
started.
You started.
Really
Oh
started
no, I
that
was just gonna
question.
say I appreciate all of your time.
Oh,
Seriously, like it absolutely blows my mind that like people travel to even like
Be a part of this.
be like a part of this. This has like become a job. It's become like it's mind blowing. But I do appreciate like everyone's time. People who are watching, whatever it is. Like I hope like I added some sort of value to like your life and like that what I said resonated somehow and like hope that you guys can like move on with that and like live better or like make a better choice tomorrow and like be a better person because like at the end of the day that's really like
you only get one left.
what it's all about.
Yeah. Seriously. And what do you guys have anything you guys want to plug before we go?
And I
You're a
mean,
coach, so.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
well,
Links will be below.
Links will be below.
first and foremost, Instagram. Horrible name, not horrible, but name Rob Motivation. Beam, Rob Spin, whatever. But most of all, like coaching. Like I love. That's actually my passion. It's fallen into my lap kind of in a way that I was working sales, doing jobs, and like I found the passion for working out, working with people, and helping change their lives, and then like watching their lives change, and it's actually one of the most rewarding feelings that like I will ever have. And like even D, like sitting there, watching his life literally changes, like unreal.
Yeah.
And like it almost like it, very emotional. Because there's more than like it's him. There's so many other people, and it's just like incredible to watch people just like pick up their lives and kind of just make that change, and then stick to the change, and then like watch it become their day-to-day life, and then their lives are just like changing every single day. So I'm not saying to like contact me tomorrow or anything like that.
Contact him tomorrow or tonight.
Nothing-
Yes.
nothing
Would
of
you
that
say
sort.
that you bring consistency to their lives? Oh.
That I can't answer. I would like to.
Yes, he does.
And full circle.
I think more than just coaching. I just try and do that like through social media.
Yeah.
Like, I love what I do for my work. I love the people that I work with. Like they become my friends. More than just like client coach. That word is like kind of whatever. But it's just you become friends, and then it's like posting on social media and like just showing the general public that like it's possible. Like you could do it. It's fine. Like I'm not special. Like I wasn't handed
You are
anything.
special.
No, but like I wasn't handed anything different than anybody else has in this room. Like I'm not anything special. I just kind of ran with my tool in a different way than like most people or some people do. But everybody has the capability and the ability to be better, and that's really what I have to say.
I think that right there is the episode. Yes, that was amazing. So contact Rob Motivation, Hot Rob as I like to call him, for coaching.
Thank you.
Immediately.
Thank you.
Yes.
Was there anything that Dad Row wants to add?
Yes.
We're going to be passing a collection around for
All right, sir.
any amount will do. I need to get to $7.99 by the end of the night. Well, that's how much the Costco underpants are. Like that's
That makes sense.
no.
They're on sale.
Lizzie knows.
But no, in all seriousness, I'm helping work with people as well. I can't stress enough, like, I hope I come off that, like, maybe I can teach or help anyone who I can. I have a 30-minute free clarity call for whoever signs up so that even if I can't help you, I can find someone who will help you. And that's solely my goal, is that I want to be here to help.
So would you both say that your jobs are making people consistent? You're doing the food aspect, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing the workout aspect. So together, you're one whole completely consistent plan.
We make a whole person.
Jersey Rob.
We're just a few days late for Valentine's Day, but I feel like you guys are The
The
true
cute hair
Valentines,
over
yeah.
here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that's it.
That's a wrap.
That's it.
Guys,
Okay.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you guys
Yes.
so much for attending.
Yes.
We appreciate you. All the links will be below for everybody that's here that's trying to help everybody else.
Yep.
We have merch in the house for people that are here, and we also have it online at OSLP-APPROVED.com.
Yep. And all the people that are here, don't forget to grab your Uber. That's what it's
Right.
called.
You get some awesome.
It's actually pretty cool. So, all right. I think that's it from us.
We have a few snacks in a minute.
And food. Food.
Oh,
will
hold
be
on,
coming.
no.
There's another thing.
Oh,
Y'all were in town.
Hold on. We did decide that we'd like to
Yes.
announce something.
Yes.
Because-
So there are a few Easter eggs in the room if anybody didn't notice.
No.
That we've decided that we're gonna
She
do
knows.
the next year JBY
So for those that don't know what JBY is, that is Just Be You.
because Mel was very confused.
I was confused because we named it Just Be You award shows, and then one of our friends was like JBY blah blah blah, JBY this. I'm like, what the fuck is JBY?
That's us.
Like,
The
oh,
award
that's you.
show
It's
you
just-
created.
Yes,
Oh, I thought
yes.
you were
So we
doing-
call it JBY now
Yes.
because it's easier to.
Yes, so
yeah.
it's an annual show to represent this community, and in the community, it's a People's Choice Award. You guys nominate, you guys get to vote. We have people literally in this room that have been nominated.
And
We got these
Wow.
two. We have that chick you know in the back. And Joelle, that was nominated in the room.
so we've decided.
We have decided of where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Where's it gonna be, Cal?
DC. Then that's why we're in DC.
Shocker.
So we're gonna be
why we were
really
there.
Yeah, shocked that we're in DC and we ended up doing it.
But
in
we
DC,
found
but-
an awesome fucking venue.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
They
we
align
have-
exactly with who we are, what we want to do.
Yep.
They're all about no judgment. They're all
Yep.
about the mission that we're about,
Yep.
like equality.
Same with the hotel.
Same with the hotel. It's pretty wild. So
Yes.
we have a lot more coming your way, but just know like the next place you're gonna go to for the award show and your hotel is literally handpicked by us,
Yes.
and they have the same mission as us. So
And
we're
it's in
really
DC,
excited.
it's on the East Coast! So thank you all for coming and
Yeah.
listening to us, and now let's eat some fucking food and get a shot of tequila.
Yes.
All right. We love you guys, and we will see you next time.